Hey VU, it is Matt from Heisenberg Hot Dogs and of course Western New York Food Carts and Catering. This is our official week 1 enclosed trailer build video. For those who are just starting along with us, every week on Monday I want to post a new video of how much we got done on the trailer, working an hour or two a day, building the trailer literally from the ground up. If you want to know the whole backstory, there's another intro video somewhere around, but for now, here is the official enclosed trailer video. What do you say we roll some wonderful footage of trailer building? And there she is. That's what we're starting with. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the shop. Just kind of give you some insight, I guess, into this is day 1, so I haven't done anything yet other than unload the trailer after picking up all that wonderful plywood. We're using 3/4 inch, which was on the floor, 1/2 inch here under my coat, 1/4 inch, and the FRP, which is the waterproof plastic board. There's a little bit more 3/4 inch plywood as well. But yeah, that gives you an idea of the workshop. It's about 1,600 square feet, 1,200 of which is usable. That's what I'll be working in. So here I am. I ripped off all the boards and started sanding. I'm using a drill-mounted sander, which does a pretty darn good job. You can see that top rail there I already did. But I wanted to give you a quick overview of what kind of shape the trailer was in. So a lot of surface rust, but all pretty loose stuff. The metal itself is really solid. This was a home-built trailer. It looks like they kind of took whatever pieces of metal they had laying around, but consequently it ended up being pretty heavy duty. So here it is, all finished, sanded. I think this was, I still have one more round to go with the sander, but basically got the job done and ready for primer. These are the tools I use as far as the sanding goes primarily. I used 2 of them. The second one didn't quite get that worn down, but the first one I definitely got my money's worth out of. Worked great, by the way. If anyone needs to strip metal, they did a great job doing that. So here it is. This is after the first or second primer coat. I did 3 coats total. I did a primer coat, sanded with a vibrating palm sander, and then did some more. But yeah, this one I can tell just by the little bit of surface rust I can still see through that this wasn't the final coat of primer. You can also see there's these weird little bits on the corner, these weird little pipes. I don't know why the last guy added those, but they're getting in my way. So I'm going to try and get rid of those. I took a Sawzall to it. It didn't work. I took a grinder to it. I made a little bit of progress, but hopefully we'll get those off. Finished product. There it is. I believe I did 3 coats of Rust-Oleum paint for the final top coat and getting ready. Again, I will never see this again. This should be covered for the rest of its life, so hopefully I did a good enough job. Well, it was kind of a boring first week, and I do apologize. There was a lot of sanding and priming and sanding some more and then painting and then repainting. Not overly exciting stuff to look at, but all important stuff that needs to be done. The good news is everything that was on my little card that I wanted to get done this week got done. So that's huge. It's not often that I am on a project with tight time frames and I'm still on schedule. So that's cool. We also had a couple of little minor setbacks that I didn't show you. I just forgot to take pictures. So first of all, we had to replace the springs in the trailer. That's basically the suspension. Only one was bad, but if you're going to do one, you might as well do both. Not overly difficult, but did take a little bit of time and some money. I also had to do some research on all the concession windows. I finally pulled the trigger on that. So I ordered the concession windows. They're supposed to be in next week. I also ordered it's called a Jalousie window. It's like for a 3-season room or a Florida room. They're like the vented. They have all the little acrylic vents. But anyways, ordered that as well from Home Depot. And I also waterproofed the wood floor. If anybody needs it, it's a really cool waterproofing tip that I got from a bunch of the DIY camper people. You basically buy the cheapest paint thinner you can find, and you mix that 3-to-1 with the cheapest polyurethane you can find. And it costs about $20. It made a gallon. And basically you apply it over whatever wood surface you want to waterproof. It soaks in, and then the paint thinner evaporates, leaving the polyurethane actually in the wood, not just on top. So I did 5 or 6 coats of that. It worked awesome. I dumped a glass of water on top, and 3 hours later, the water hadn't even begun to penetrate anything. And that was just sitting there, horizontally. So very cool. But again, watching polyurethane dry isn't the most exciting thing in the world, so I didn't take pictures of that. Next week's goals. So we have a lot going on now that hopefully the base is done. I have to remove all the extra metal on the trailer. Hopefully we'll get that done quick and easy. I have to install the floor in the trailer. And then last but not least, we're going to cut up some of that beautiful birch plywood that I have there and start constructing all the walls. Each wall is constructed of 2 3/4-inch pieces of plywood, and then we're going to be cutting some holes and things to put in insulation and to lighten them up a little bit. But making an 1.5 inch thick wall, and then we'll have some skins on either side to beef it up even a little bit more. Part of that is just because the concession windows are so thick. They're about 3 inches thick, so I want to make up some of that difference. But that'll hopefully be going on next week. With any luck, we'll get some of the walls up. That's not officially on my schedule, but I'm going to try and push to get that done as well. So that's it. Real quick update on the budget. So we're in about $4,300 or so, not including the cost of the trailer. But the wood was about $2,000. The windows were another $1,600. That was a nice hit. I bought a bunch of new tools, the springs, a bunch of supplies, all that kind of stuff. They ended up being right around $700-800. So that's where we're at on budget. Total, we were hoping to keep it right around $8,000. We'll find out how well that works. So anyways, as far as time frame, I've been doing basically an hour, maybe 2 a day, just as I can squeeze it in. That's basically all the time I have. We are still on schedule, as I said, and we're hoping that in 7 weeks the trailer will be weather tight and I can get it home, which makes it that much easier to work on versus right now, which is in a shop about 30 minutes or so away. With any luck, we'll take 4 weeks to finish the inside. By the end of April, it'll be done and I can get it inspected. So fingers crossed. That's it for week 1, everybody. Let me know if I missed anything or if I went over something too fast, or if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you. We'll see you on February 17th for our next update, and hopefully a little bit more exciting. Catch you later, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for week 2 video update. Catch you later.